Welcome back. It is Saturday, April 20th in the NBA. My three best bets are on the way. We finally are here at the NBA playoffs. Let's dive into our favorite picks. But first, we need to recap how we did on the final day of the play-in games. A 1-1 day. Losing a little bit of juice, nothing to really say there. We had that same game parlay with Sabonis over 16.5 and Trey Murphy 12 plus points. Pretty sweat-free. They both actually, I believe, scored on back-to-back possessions in the third, which cashed their respective lines. Sabonis had 23, Trey Murphy 16. Our only loser of the day was Bam Adebayo's over in points plus assists. I don't know why I backed that man. He shot 8 times. He was afraid to shoot. I don't know what the heck he was doing out there. Kevin Love came off the bench and dropped 16. He did what I thought Bam would try to do, but no, Bam just wasn't aggressive. Annoying, but that's the last time I'm backing Bam in the playoffs. I don't even care what his lines are against the Celtics. I'm not doing it. On a little 27-10 run, 73%, not too shabby. Let's try to keep that momentum going today. Without further ado, let's dive into the picks. Now, if you're a Cavaliers and Magic fan, I'm not going to talk about your game today. I'm sorry. I just don't know how to predict that one. And the NBA doesn't even want to televise it. So don't blame me. I will be watching, but I don't really know what to do in that game. So we talk about the other 3 games. I'm sure I'll have a Cavs and Magic pick for game 2, but game 1, I'm going to let them do whatever the heck they want to. But before we dive into the picks, though, today, there is a great offer right now on Fanatics. If a lot of you have not signed up for Fanatics, definitely consider it. If you sign up using our top link in the description, you bet up to $100 on your first bet, and you'll get a $100 bonus bet for 10 days straight. Pretty good offer. Sign up, Fanatics. They're now available in New York. You can claim that bonus offer. All details down below in the description. Fanatics, pretty cool. Also, my last note is in another bunch of U.S. states, Sleeper is available, and they have a LeBron James free square available for everyone. So if you're on Sleeper, congrats. You can use that free square. If you're new to Sleeper, make sure you sign up using our code COS or the link in the description for a match on your first deposit up to $100, potential for $100 free dollars. Pretty cool. You didn't come here for some promos, though. You came here for some NBA picks to fill up your pockets with cash. First one of the day. We're starting in the earlier game, not Cavs Magic. Sorry, Cavs and Magic fans. I'm going to go to the Durant about the Phoenix Suns. We're going to that Timberwolves and Suns game, and I'm taking Kevin Durant over 33.5 PRAs, points, rebounds, and assists, minus 120. I'm bet 365. I like it at I like the points. If I had to pick an individual line, I like it at 34.5. If I had to bet like individual points, I don't mind his points plus rebounds line, but Durant is capable of going out there and he could realistically put up a stat line that's like 22 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists, cashes this line, but does not cash his points line, which is why I'm going to PRAs, because the difference is only 10 there. And Durant is honestly capable of a 10 rebound game. He's also capable of like 6 to 8 assist type games. Now, in 4 games versus Minnesota Timberwolves this season, Durant hasn't had the greatest success. He's had 28, 43, 34, and 20 points, rebounds, and assists. So going over in 2 of 4, you want to count that 34. He barely went over. He's attempted 18, 15, 14, and 14 field goal attempts, and then the minutes are on the screen too. I don't need to read all of them out. So the field goal attempts haven't been too great for him against them. They've kind of limited his usage, but by limiting him, they've let other guys go off. I mean, look at the games he went under. One game he shot 5 of 18, 27%. Like, if you give me 18 field goal attempts from Durant, I'll take him any day of the night. And then you look at the other game, Bradley Beal, the one that he just went under, and he only shot 14 times at 20 PRAs. Bradley Beal had 47 PRAs, and Grayson Allen had 27. Look, I'm going to come out here with a not-so-bold prediction for it. If Bradley Beal and Grayson Allen combined for 74 PRAs, Kevin Durant will probably be going under. But how often are they going to combine for 74, 75 PRAs? That's nuts. That's not going to happen too often. I don't mind Grayson Allen in this series, as he's probably going to be defended by Karl-Anthony Towns. And that's a mismatch, honestly, because Cat's probably not going to want to go out there on the perimeter. So Grayson might get some open opportunities. But at the same time, this is the playoffs. And guys that might have been defended like a number 4 option, they're going to have defensive schemes for every single player out there. So Grayson Allen, I don't anticipate him having wide open looks like he's been getting against the Timberwolves. They'll be ready and prepared for him, which is why I like backing a star like Durant, who maybe hasn't had the most field goal attempts versus this team. Well, when you get to the playoffs, sometimes the shots are harder to come by, and you need a guy like Kevin Durant, a guy that we know can go out there and get a bucket against anyone. Is it going to be Anthony Edwards guarding him? Maybe. Jaden McDaniels, the meme, they got Kevin Durant, we got Jaden McDaniels. Well, sure, fine, have fun with that. But I really think Durant, this line's too low for him in the playoffs, where he's going to play upwards of 38, 40 minutes. We know he's capable of dropping 30 points. He can make this a no sweat bet that way, but he also could drop 20 points and get us 10 rebounds, get us a high rebound game, get those assists too. I just think this line's way too low. So give me Kevin Durant over in PRAs. Not a huge sell job for you. I just think the 33.5 is a tad low. Wouldn't be surprising if he plays pretty well in this one. That line's probably going to be like 36.5, 37.5 next game. I think KD has a monster game. Like I said, I would pick it at 34.5. Now my second pick, we're going to go to my favorite team, the New York Knicks. Where are their pennant? right up there. I'm a big Knicks fan. I'm going to be dialed into the series against the Sixers. And the Knicks do enter this game a series as underdogs. They are favored, though, in this game. The favorite guy, though, I'm going to be backing, though, in this game, and wouldn't surprise me if he cashes today, we back him again. It is Josh Hart of the New York Knicks over 22.5 points plus rebounds, minus 105 on DraftKings. Now, the only book out there as I record this that is at 23.5 is FanDuel. So if you're only on FanDuel, fine, take the 23.5. Obviously, if you take 22.5, if you're on any other book. But I do like Josh Hart's matchup tonight. I don't mind his PRA line. But the PRA line is about 28.5. And so the difference, obviously, between, let's do some quick math, 22.5, 28.5, that's 6. So you need Josh Hart to get you 6 assists to make those even. You need 7 to make it worth your money taking his PRA line. And personally, his line that assists is like 5.5, and that's going to be plus money, probably plus 100. Him to get 7 assists is going to be obviously great plus money. So I don't really trust him to get a lot of assists. I think the rebounds are where I'd like to go, and I'll talk about why I like this matchup for him. Now, in 4 games so far for against Philadelphia this year, Hart has had 25, 30, 20, and 39 points plus rebounds. He's attempted 7, a game he came off the bench when they were fully healthy. Then 13, 13, and 16 field goal attempts. The only game he actually went under this line was a game that neither team broke 80 points. Like, if neither team breaks 80, I hope Hart has 20 rebounds because he's probably not scoring a lot of points. But I really think this is a spot where I like to back him. Now, we talked about the rebounds angle. Why do I like points plus rebounds? I'll talk about rebounds first. Number one, he's probably not guarding Tyrese Maxey. That's probably OG Anunoby's job. And he's not going to be involved in the Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid, pick and pop, pick and roll in that case. You think about Joel Embiid probably gets Mitchell Robinson, or when they're starting, the starting unit, Isaiah Hartenstein. So instead, you're probably going to see Hart. I don't think he guards Kyle Lowry. I think that's probably Brunson's assignment. And you see him probably guard Tobias Harris or maybe Kelly Oubre Jr., 2 guys that, let's be honest, don't really get the ball a whole lot. Oubre, when he gets the ball, he's firing it up. But Tobias Harris kind of camping out in the corner. Nick Batum, the play-in legend, maybe he guards him sometimes. But at the end of the day, we know Hart is a great rebounder. And in the playoffs, he's going to give you 135% effort. I mean, he's already given 110. I don't know how much higher he can go, but we know Tibbs trusts this guy, so I'm confident he has rebound opportunities, especially with the tough defensive matchup. The Knicks are really tough defensively. There will be some rebounds out there. Now, why do I like the points, though? Because typically I just back rebounds for Hart because I don't want to trust him to score. Now, Nick Nurse, the head coach of the Sixers, is known for making life difficult on your number one scorer. He made life difficult on Jimmy Butler in that first game. Obviously, Butler was injured. Let's give him credit. He was injured, so he's banged up. But he makes life difficult. And that's going to be on Brunson, and he's done that all season long. Brunson, 4 matchups against the Knicks, 29, 21, 19, and 20 points. So he's really struggled. Well, I'm not saying go out there and back Brunson's under. I'm not saying that. We do not disrespect COS Hall of Famers. I did that once this year, and he cooked me. And I don't honestly hate it, but I'm not going to do that to Brunson. I just think it's a tough matchup for him. Will he have the usage and field goal attempts? Yes. But it's also just a really tough matchup for Brunson. And so I think what we see is if he tries to drive, they're going to double. And the guy that they're doubling off of is going to be Josh Hart. Because if I am the Philadelphia 76ers, if I'm Nick Nurse, my goal and game plan is, Josh Hart, you beat us via 3-pointers. Go for it, buddy. Beat us. And honestly, I'd live with that if I were the Sixers fans. And I think I'm going to live with it if I'm a Josh Hart better because I think he gets a lot of open opportunities. You're not going to double off of Isaiah Hartenstein, who's probably camping in the paint. You're not doubling off of Dante DiVincenzo, who set a Knicks record for 3-pointers. You're not doubling off OG Anunoby, a great catch and shoot guy. You're going to double off Josh Hart. And so I think Josh Hart gets plenty of shots. And we've seen that. You saw the last 3 games, 13, 13, 16 shots against the Sixers. In home games this season, when Josh Hart has played 36 or more minutes, which he's probably locked in today. He's been playing like 48 minutes. He's averaged 25.7 points plus rebounds, going over in 12 of 19, 63%. But he also had 20 points plus rebounds in 17 of those 19 games. So very high floor, getting to the 20 line. We need 23, obviously, today. Now, my analysis, like I said, kind of implies Josh Hart is going to shoot at least 10 times tonight. I said he's already shot 13 plus in 3 straight versus Philly. When he shoots 10 or more times, which he's done in 26 games this season, he's over this line in 19 of 26, 73%. And he has 20 plus points plus rebounds, getting really high floor in 23 straight games with 10 or more shots. So what I'm saying is I really think he has the field goal attempts tonight. I think he has the rebound opportunities too. I don't love the assist. I like the points and rebounds. We know Josh Hart is capable of an 18 rebound game, but I also think this is a sneaky good spot for him to get opportunities to score. Maybe he doesn't want to shoot the threes and he can drive in, get into the free throw line. Obviously, Joel Embiid's not looking 100%. He's not the rim protector he was at 100% strength. I like Josh Hart tonight over 22.5 points plus rebounds. The last time I backed him, he put up a disaster class from the 3-point line. I think like 0 for 7. Let's knock down some shots today. Josh Hart. And my third and final pick of the day will be a guy that I just backed his under. Today, I am not doing that. I am backing his over, and you probably know who he is. It's the brow, Anthony Davis, over 23.5 points, minus 120 on Bet365, the guy on the thumbnail. I really like AD tonight in this matchup. I like it at 24.5 if that's the only line you can take. I think the Lakers, and the Lakers know this, they need Anthony Davis to be aggressive on the offensive side of the court. And I'm hoping tonight is the night that he actually shows up offensively. Now, if you remember, I just backed his under. I got attacked, and he soared under. I mean, you say, yeah, he had 20 points, but it was not a good game from him. He went 6 for 16. So hopefully he's coming in here with some added motivation to play pretty well. Now, they're facing the Denver Nuggets, obviously in Denver. In 3 regular season matchups versus Denver, AD scored 17, 32, and 17 points. He attempted 17, 27, and then 13 field goal attempts. The last game just didn't shoot a ton. Now, last year in the playoffs, Anthony Davis was used heavily. He scored 40, 18, 28, and 21 points on 23, 15, 18, and 15 field goal attempts. Had a lot of free throw attempts in there as well. Now, in game 1 last year, Anthony Davis dropped 40 points. The Nuggets obviously made some adjustments. However, I think this is going to be the same kind of thing. Always game 1s are like you're trying to get a feeler out game. You're not necessarily going in with a ton of different, game plans, mindsets. You're still going to come in here with obviously a pretty strict game plan, more so than a regular season game, but still is a feeler out type game. And I think that there's opportunities here. And last year he dropped 40 in game 1. We only need 24 here. And you look, the 2 games that AD went under, he really didn't shoot the ball well. But Anthony Davis scores 3 primary ways. Here are the 3 ways he scores majority of his points. 19% via free throws. We know he can get to the free throw line. 17% is the pick and roll roller. He's not the pick and roll guard guy. He's not really getting guys setting screens for him. He's the roller going to the rim. And then 14% via post up. So what is that? 31. You got about 50% of the way he scores are ways that the Nuggets have struggled defensively, 18th, 24th, and 23rd defensively, ranked against those 3 types of actions. So we look at these matchups. I think Anthony Davis is the best matchup for the Lakers. LeBron's going to get Aaron Gordon. Have fun with that. You're going to have KCP probably on D-Lo. Tough matchup. Rui and MPJ, kind of a wash. I don't really see an edge there. And then Reeves versus Jamal Murray. I honestly like Reeves too. I considered his over in points plus assists. But I think this is a good spot for AD to get going. And I think they get him the field goal attempts. He's over this line in 70% of games when he shoots 15 or more times, averaging nearly 28 points per game. And I'd be shocked if they're not trying to get it down low. Number one, if you get it down low, you could potentially get Jokic into foul trouble, which would be obviously a massive success for the Lakers. And while Jokic, we know, is not the best paint or rim protector. He's a paint protector. He'll try to get you out of there. When you get in there, he's not really trying to contest a ton of shots. AD is going to get some open opportunities at the rim, and Jokic is not going to want to foul him. So I think that we're going to see Anthony Davis be aggressive. I like his over in points tonight. He's burned us before, but I really think this is a spot where I want to back him. I personally think this line should be 25.5. So 23.5, a little bit of a discount after that last game debacle in New Orleans. I really like Anthony Davis on the road in Denver tonight. Hopefully he shows up like I think he's capable of. So my 3 picks of the day, we're going with AD's over in points. We're going to go with Josh Hart's over in points plus rebounds and Kevin Durant's over in PRAs. Those are my 3 picks. I could force more, but it's the first game of game 1 of the series. I'm not going to force a ton of action because you never know what's going to come out and what the game plans will be. But I really like those 3 picks. I think we have a winning day locked in. So hopefully go 3-0 and absolutely dominate just like we have been dominating over the past week or 2 in the NBA. You guys have a great Saturday. I'll see you guys back on Sunday with some more picks. And hopefully we can have a 3-0 day. And if you want to go check out our MLB picks, you certainly can do that. Also, new second channel video. Go show it some love. Go show the second channel some love. A lot of fun going to stadiums, reviewing different things. Go show it some love. Rangers game somewhere over here. You guys have a great day. See you in the next one. Peace.